Hi guys, it's me, Talagi. I'm sorry I didn't update you when this update came out, but I was running some errands in town. So, it's crazy because I should have recorded the town of Yucca Valley. It's covered in smoke. Like, you can't see the mountains or anything like that. But anyhow, this is 0% containment, 348.3 acres, which is crazy to me because there's not very many acres up there. It says the fire is 348 with 0% containment. There is a moderate rate of spread. The area is difficult to contain due to steep terrain and inaccessibility. Yeah, so there's no way they can get fire trucks up there. Like, there's just no way. They have some fire roads, but the main road that goes up there is not, I don't think it's wide enough. And even if they get up there, there's nowhere to really turn around. And probably the places that they would be able to turn around are what's burning. So it says there is additional short-range spot fires happening as well. So not only is the fire from the epicenter probably covering places where they could possibly have the fire trucks, there's spotted fires, so they could get themselves stuck up there. And the best way to fight this fire is through helicopter and plane. So this is the area that's burning that they have mapped out, and as you can see, it's engulfing the entire dirt road area. Excuse me. It's a little smoky here. And I'm a smoker, so it's a double whammy for me when it's fire season. But okay, so this is what I was talking about. Like, there are some little areas they could possibly turn around, like right there, little junction right here. But that's not to say, I mean, the terrain, it's really scary. Like, they could literally just slide down the side of the mountain if one wrong move, and look at, you would have to go so far to get here. And I know I have looked at this area before. There are some pretty cool like summer campgrounds with little lodgings and stuff, and I don't know exactly where it's at. Here's another spot where they could possibly get a fire truck and turn around, but like I said, it's just hit or miss. Like, the fact that the road is even there in the first place is, amazing. I'm actually trying to see. Okay, so here's Holcomb Valley. It's not exactly burning this area. This is an area where they could get fire trucks up here and turn around. It's a very wide, I think it used to be a lake, so this is probably a dry lake bed. And there's a nice little campground right here. There are people that live up here. It's not just like off-roaders or anything like that. There are some residences up here. One of my viewers, thank you so much for letting me know that yes, there are people living up here. And although it's not going in this direction, here's like, I don't really know what this is, but I was trying to find it's kind of a elite type of summer camp, I guess. There's a lot of summer camps up here that are pretty expensive, for as far as camps go. And there's other ways to get there, not just through Holcomb Valley. And it does have a creek, so that creek was probably filling the lake bed that was once a lake. And this right here is the main road leading up there, so you would have to basically take this road, which turns into a dirt road, in order to get to this fire by fire truck, and then and then risk getting stuck. And there's no water up here. There's no fire hydrants as far as I know. So it's best fought from the air. See, there is some cabins up here, like I would say probably Airbnb type cabins. There's a quartz mill, hangman's tree, Van Dusen cabin. So what I would say, these are like, without ever have been there myself, I would say those are probably like prospector cabins that they've, you know, restored them, and now it's just kind of like an Airbnb or a museum type situation. Holcomb Valley Pinnacles, Central Pinnacles, not sure what these are, but it looks to be little roads that lead to properties. North parking lot, boulders, so they have boulders kind of like Joshua Tree. Anyways, this is the burn zone. Actually, I wanted to see what this is. This is another turnout area if they could get to it, but it's not like it's not a very good maintained road. None of these are, and especially with the winters and stuff, they don't stay maintained. Like, they have to redo them every year if they want good access. And I'm sure that the fire department does that from time to time so that they can keep their access going. But as it stands for now, the best way to combat this fire is through the air, because if they don't already have routes established for the fire at the moment, then it's not going to be, they're not going to be able to make it up there safely. We have to worry about the firefighters' safety as well, because without them, we really would have no hope. So we would all be evacuating. There would be no chance of putting this out, because it's been several months now since we've gotten a drop of rain. There's just been nothing. We are super dry compared to other places. So this fire looks like it has moved, and you can see on the left hand side that that's probably where it kind of started from, and now it has moved all the way to the right of this little hill right here. And so what other camera? This one maybe? Yeah, there we go. This is looking over Baldwin Lake. To the left would be Big Bear Lake. So you can kind of see how close it is. Let me see if we can see it from this one. Yep. There it is. You can see Big Bear Lake on the bottom left-hand corner. You can see the water and how close it is from this angle, and all of that smoke is just pouring into the high desert headed towards 29 Palms. So there we go. It just looks like a big bowl of sage. Smudging. We're smudging California, I guess. I don't know. That's what it keeps reminding me of, though. Don't mind my silly humor. Try to make light of a heavy situation. And as you can see how we're getting a good smudging over in this area too. These are combined fires. So a lot of the ones in LA already went out. This gold fire is now a pretty big fire for its area. And now we have the Rosa fire. It's also 300 acres with 0 containment. So, sorry, I got interrupted. My son came in and asked a question. The Rosa fire just started at 12:35 p.m. It's already 300 acres, 0% containment, evacuation warning level 2. So get ready. Get your stuff ready. Fire is now 300 acres per incident command. 5 additional type 3 engines requested. It's been mapped at, oh, that was, the update is 300 acres. Let's go ahead and see what we can see about this fire. And it's just exploding, just like the gold fire. And it's really crazy, you know. These fires keep appearing to get more consistent, and like that's our only consistent in California. Like we don't get consistent rain, we don't get consistent like other weather. We really don't have 4 seasons here. We have to trade one of our seasons as fire season. So this Rosa fire, let's zoom in. This is actually over by the res again, the Santa Rosa mountain range, and the reservation is over in this area. And I really wish that that this wasn't the case. They just had a fire like over in this direction, and now, just now, today, there's 300 acres burning again. So you can't, they've probably shut down the 74 in this area, the Pine to Palms Highway. Please don't try to come up here and visit right now. It's a bad time. And if you are camping, this area does have, well, not exactly this area, but if you're camping over here in the, let's see, right here. So Lake Hemet is right up the road from this fire. This is Lake Hemet. If you've got reservations and you're camping here, or you're camping in Big Bear, so sorry. Please forgive our fire season. Maybe get your reservations in another month than August, because August really is the worst time to go camping on our California mountains, now that we have a consistent fire season. Let's see if we can see more of this fire. Now this is over by the Cahuilla Reservation, over in the Santa Rosa Mountains. Please beware. If you know somebody that lives on the reservation over there, or they might have a home or something, let them know that this is happening. I don't know I don't know if they're going to evacuate anyone over here, but I would say where people live is west of the fire. But that's not to say that the wind couldn't change. Now, this is a fairly new part of the reservation, like a newer development, and I don't know what's all here, but I did hear that they were building a casino in this area. I'm not sure if they have already built it. I think this is farms. Well, whatever, not farms, but possibly I'm not sure. I don't know what they're growing over there, but if I thought that was the casino last time I looked. That looked like the casino. So I'm not sure where they put the casino, if they built it yet. But anyhow, I would assume that they would put it out on the 74. And yeah, so it might be along this road right here. I don't think the casino is threatened, but I could be wrong. Because I think it's over by where the road meets the Pine to Palms Highway. Anyhow, I'm going to leave it at that, and I'll get this video out to you guys, and please be safe and make your early preparations for any type of evacuations that might be going on. If you have livestock, please don't hesitate. Make your preparations before everyone else, because it's hard to evacuate livestock. And when I had horses, those are my precious friends, you know. You don't want to hesitate when you have to get your precious friends to safety. You don't want to hesitate. So please do that. I know that there's people on the reservation that have horses, possibly cows, maybe some bison, who knows. But what I do know is they've already mapped it at 300 acres. They're going to be letting you guys know that it's time to go, probably shortly here. Hopefully not. But we'll just have to keep updated and get yourself and your loved ones and your precious animals to safety, at least until they get this out. Alright guys, have a wonderful day, and I'll update you about this one as needed. Bye-bye.